Hi, my name is Lucas Yao. This is my final case study presentation on automated healthcare app. The reason why I chose this case study is because of my major in computer science and information security. I'm interested in any technology related study case. So this presentation will contain introduction of case study I chose, what happened in the case study, how did it happen, Box framework in the case study in general, and also I will pick the specific utilitarianism on the analysis for Box framework. And also I will display the context of deontology, consequentialism, and communitarianism principles based on the case study for analysis Box framework too, and the references. So the introduction, because of the development of artificial intelligence system had exploded in in our society, those development in society gives rise to ethical dilemmas and hard questions. So this one is the set of fictional case studies that are designed to elucidate and prompt discussion about issues in intersection of AI and ethics. This study conducted by the Princeton University and also the University Center for Human Values. The case presents a fictional case study about the development and implementation of an AI-enabled healthcare app called Charlie, designed to assist individuals with type 2 diabetes. The app utilizes artificial intelligence to provide personalized insulin dosage recommendations, monitor blood glucose levels, and facilitate social networking and information sharing among users. The case study raises ethical questions about the app's impact on healthcare user consent, transparency, censorship, and addressing inequality in health outcomes. They also discusses the ethical objections raised by users and the research team's responses to those objections. What happened in the case study? So the case presents the fictional case study that I mentioned, and the development of Charlie involved a collaboration between medical researchers from the university that called St. Macario Alexandria University Hospital, and also the group of computer scientists. The app aimed to address the challenges faced by individuals with type 2 diabetes, including the complexity of insulin dosages calculations, the need for frequent blood glucose testing, and the high risk of complications among certain socioeconomic and racial groups. The features including utilizing smartwatches, biosensors to test blood glucose through the skin, and algorithms to calculate optimal insulin dosages, a data collection platform to improve recommendations, and a social networking forum for information sharing supports. The app underwent an IRB institutional review board approval process and was rolled out in a clinical trial at the university hospital, where users reported positive results, including improved medical complaints, lower blood glucose levels, and better mental issues. However, the study revealed that racial minorities didn't experience the same positive results as white users, And the social networking forum faced challenges with unproductive discussions and the formation of echo chambers. The response to the initial findings as subgroup of machine learning researchers formed the benevolence team to address the issues of inequality and speech on the social networking forum. The team initiated several initiatives, including using more representative data sets, targeting high-risk users, revising the automated content moderation algorithms, and experimenting with different treatment options using a multi-armed Benedict approach. Here's the definition of Potter box analysis for the case study of the enabled healthcare app, Charlie. The case study presents a scenario where a health app, Charlie utilizes AI to provide personalized healthcare recommendations for individuals with type 2 diabetes, erases ethical dilemmas related to user consent, transparency, censorship, and addressing inequality in healthcare outcomes. The values at play in this case include individual autonomy, beneficence, non-malfeasance, justice, and transparency. Users' autonomy and right to make informed decisions about their healthcare are important, as well as the app's goal of promoting the well-being of its users. The value of justice is highlighted in the context of addressing inequality in healthcare outcomes for different demographic groups. The principles, the principles of informed consent, data privacy, fairness, and non-discrimination are relevant in this case. The app's developers must consider the ethical implications of using AI to nudge users towards particular behaviors and the potential impact on individual autonomy. Fairness and non-discrimination are important principles in addressing the unequal distribution of healthcare outcomes among different demographic groups. And the last, not the least, the loyalty of the app developers is to the well-being of the users, ensuring that the app's features and functionalities align with ethical principles and values. There is also a loyalty to transparency and fairness in the use of AI algorithms and the data collection practices. Now, I will briefly introduce the context of deontology and communitarianism and principles based on the case study in analysis Porterbox framework. In the case study of the healthcare app, Charlie Utilitarian, principles would focus on maximizing the benefits and minimizing the harms for the users and the broader community. Definition: the healthcare app Charlie aims to improve healthcare outcomes for individuals with type 2 diabetes by utilizing AI to provide personalized recommendations and support. Utilitarianism would assess the app's features and functionalities based on their ability to maximize the overall well-being and healthcare benefits for the users. The values of utilitarianism is the promotion of the greatest goods for the greatest number. In the context of the app, this would involve prioritizing the well-being and healthcare outcomes of the users. The principles of utilitarianism is it will guide the app developers to prioritize features and interventions and that lead to improved healthcare metrics, lower blood glucose levels, and better mental health outcomes for the users. The app's developers will need to consider the potential consequences of their actions, ensuring that the app's nudging and experimental features result in overall positive outcomes for the majority of users. Loyalties from a utilitarian perspective, the loyalty of the app developers would be to the well-being and healthcare outcomes of the users, ensuring that the app's features and intervention align with the goal of maximizing overall benefit. Deontology emphasizes the importance of following moral rules and duties in the context of the healthcare app. Charlie deontological principles um, will focus on respecting individual autonomy and ensuring informed consent. From a deontological perspective, the app developers will have a duty to prioritize user autonomy and privacy, ensuring that users have full transparency and control over their healthcare data and the app's recommendations. The principle of informed consent aligns with deontological ethics, requiring the app developers to prioritize user understanding and voluntary participation in any experimental or nudging features. What about the consequentialism? Consequentialism evaluates actions based on their outcomes and consequences. In the context of the healthcare app Charlie, consequentialist principles would focus on maximizing overall healthcare benefits and minimizing harm. The app's developers may justify their actions based on the positive outcomes of improved healthcare metrics and mental health for users as evidenced in the trial results. However, consequentialist analysis also raises questions about the potential negative consequences, such as unintended biases in the AI algorithms or the impact of nudging users towards specific behaviors. What about communitarianism? Communitarianism emphasize the importance of community values, shared goals, and the common good. In the context of the healthcare app Charlie, communitarian principles would focus on addressing healthcare inequalities and promoting collective well-being. The app's developers may consider the impact of the app on different demographic groups, aiming to reduce healthcare disparities and promote a sense of community support among the users. However, communitarianism also raises questions about the potential unintended consequences of creating echo chambers or inadvertently reinforcing existing inequalities within the user community. Here's the references of the case study. Thank you for listening, and I enjoyed studying this case.